Can I start? All right, a very good afternoon and welcome to Kingston's National Stadium. And we're here for the Velocity Fest here. And it's a senior track and field meet here in Jamaica coming right after the Corporate Area Championships. And the first track event on the display on your screens is the women's 400 meters, including Gariel White, Christine Day, Candice McLeod, Genevieve Russell, Vanessa Crooks, Anika McAnuff, and Trishana Harris. So they are at the 200 meters mark, and it's Candice McLeod looking very good right now, and the bunch is trying to close in with her. In the middle of the pack is Genevieve Russell along with Christine Day trying to close in, but Genevieve Russell now holds the lead coming into the straight. It's Genevieve Russell, and she is striding towards the finish line. Genevieve Russell will take this event just ahead of Candice McLeod and Christine Day of the Cameron Blazers. So we will be speaking with some of the various respective winners, and we'll have a quick chat shortly with one of the runner here. She is taking her breather, and we'll try to have a chat with her in a short while. And that was Genevieve Russell winning the women's 400 meters, and the time is the time is off at the moment, 51.77, and let's throw things over to Neil Oxford.
So the next event on the track is the 400 meters for men, section 1. This sees from lane 3, we'll have Asafa Powell from MVP. In lane 4, Keena Burrell from Racers. In lane 5, it's Demar Murray from GC Foster. In lane 6, Devon Baker from MVP. In lane 7, it's OJ Jackson from GC Foster. And in lane 8, it's Jorge Lizario from Cameron Blazers. We are looking for Asafa Powell, not seeing him, so he should have been in lane 3. Lane 3 is vacant. Lane 4, where Keena Burrell should have been, it seems to be well, here comes Keena Burrell now from lane 4. He's taking his time into his lane, so he's in lane 4, so there's no Asafa Powell. So we go again. So lane 4, Keena Burrell from Racers. Lane 5, Demar Murray from GC Foster. Lane 6, Devon Baker from MVP. Lane 7, OJ Jackson from GC Foster. And lane 8, Jorge Lizario from Cameron Blazers. This is the first section of 2 of the men 400 meter dash. They are awaiting the starter. They are behind their blocks. As I said again, their Asafa Powell should have been in this race, but there is no Asafa Powell. They go to their marks now. So Burrell in 4, Murray in 5, Baker in 6, Jackson in 7, and Lizarzo in 8. They await the starter. They are on their marks, looking to go into the set position. They do that now, and there is a gun, and they are off. And we look to see around the first bend, it seems to be Baker from lane 6 as he gains his ground on Jackson. He passes Jackson just at the 300 meter mark. Still out there is in lane 6, it's Baker, but from lane 5 is Murray. He also steps up, but Baker comes around with 200 meters to go, and on the inside, Keena Burrell, he starts to make up ground, and he goes in front now. Keena Burrell from lane 4, he's followed by Murray in lane 5, coming around for the final 100 meters. Keena Burrell from Racers, he has just around a meter on the likes of Murray. Keena Burrell should win this one. He's fighting off Murray, but there it is, 46.93 is the flash time for Keena Burrell, 46.95. It's rounded off too. In lane 2 is in second is Murray, 47.18.
All right, thank you very much, Neil Oxford. So that was the completion of section 1 of the men's 400 meters. And of course, this will be a short event today because some of the events to come will be the 200 meters. for both men and women, followed by the men's 110-meter high hurdles, and out with the 100 meters for women and men. Also on the field, it is the men's long jump, the women's long jump, the men's shot put, the men's high jump, the women's discus throw, the women's triple jump, as well as the men's discus throw. So the next event to come, section 2 of the men's 400 meters, and we have Jamoy Jackson of MVP, Troy White of GC Foster, Terry Thomas of Racers, Zajan Barnes of GC Foster, Malik James King of Legacy Athletics, Paul Henry of Cameron Blazers, and Barrington Mitchell of Racers.
So in lane 2, Jamoy Jackson MVP, Troy White from lane 3, GC Foster, lane 4, Terry Thomas from Racers, lane 5, Zadorian Barnes from GC Foster, lane 6, Malik James King from Legacy Athletic, lane 7, Paul Henry, Cameron Blazers, and lane 8, Barrington Mitchell from Racers. They are on their marks, waiting on the starter. Jackson in 2, White in 3, Thomas in 4, Barnes in 5, James King in 6, Henry in 7, Mitchell in 8. Only lane 1 is empty, despite that a full field, and they are off. Looking from lane 7 is Henry. He seems to be making up ground in a sky blue suit is Henry. He gets past Mitchell as he runs around or along empty bleachers here at the National Stadium. He still has himself in front with 200 meters to go. Paul Henry from Cameron Blazers is doing just that, blazing up the turf here at the National Stadium. Paul Henry comes around, but from lane 2, Troy White is trying to make up some ground now with actually Jamoy Jackson. Jamoy Jackson takes it over from Paul Henry. Jamoy Jackson, he should win this one. He gets it, yes, with about a meter ahead of the man from GC Foster, Zadorian Barnes. 46.86 the flash time for Jamoy Jackson from MVP. We look to see who was in second, but it's rounded off to 46.85.
Okay, thank you very much. Welcome right here again at trackside. And we just had the winner of the women's 400 meters a short while ago, Genevieve Russell. How are you doing, Genevieve?
I'm fine, thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm great. So talk us through that race a short while ago.
Basically, I just wanted to run really fast. I was looking for a 51 low to open my season with. So I'm not really pleased with the time and technical wise so I ran the race, but I'm happy that I finished injury free and the winner.
Where are you in terms of your preparation for your main event for the remainder of the year?
I believe that I'm in a good sound of mind, especially mentally and physically, working very hard in training. So I think I'm exactly where I want to be. I just have to be mentally strong and just put out everything that I do in training in race.
Of course, last year was a very bad year for track and field general in terms of the pandemic and so on. How you managed to cope throughout the year leading up to now?
Well, last year it was very hectic. The first part of the season, was very uncertain, and then thank God for MVP to put on the velocity feet that I'm running at now. So it gave me a hope and prepared myself from last year coming into this year, just ready and mentally, physically ready to go.
All right, so the events to come, of course, you still will be preparing locally and so on, but I'm certain that you're also looking at the international stage in terms of the Diamond Leagues and heading into the Olympics and so on. Talk to us about your overall readiness for those events.
I'm really ready. I've been doing a year. Everybody's been a year of training. Some no competition, us luckily a few competition. So I'm really excited, really ready. Feeling jitters, feeling nervous, but I'm just really excited to go out there internationally and just ready to run.
All right, finally, Genevieve, talk to your fans about, what can they expect from you this year?
Well, hi fans. I just expect great things from me. Expect that I'll be putting on PB, season best, and you'll be seeing progress to the rest of the year.
Thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
All right, Genevieve Russell here. She is the winner of the women's 400 meters right here at the Velocity Fest. So there you had it. The third event, we had one woman 400 meters, and also there was the men's 200 meters, And let's see if the official results are in. Yes, we have the official results coming for the women. You just heard from Jenny Russell. She clocked 51.77. She said she was hoping to run a little faster, but she's satisfied nonetheless, 51.77. And she finished ahead of Candice McLeod of UA, 51.94. And Christine Day of Cameron Blazers, 52.53 seconds. Now for the men event, let's see if that is up as yet. Yes, the overall winner was Jamoy Jackson of MVP. He did 46.85, and he finished ahead of Keena Burrell of Racers, 46.95, and Zadrian Barnes of GC Foster College, 47.04 seconds. That was the results of the men's 400 meters. So the next event on track will be the 200 meters. And in a short while, we'll be telling you the lane draws for those events. And guess who is making her debut or outdoor debut today? You speak none other than the reigning world champion over 100 meters, a four-time world champion, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. She'll make her outdoor debut today. Of course, running as well today will be the 100 meters Olympic champion, Elaine Thompson-Hera. She'll also make her, well, she made her outdoor appearance, first outdoor appearance last week. She's also down to compete today. And of course, you know, we are all looking towards those events a little later on. Now, on track or on the field right now, we have the women's triple jump. And there are two competitors in that event. There is Shanika Ricketts. Of course, she is the reigning world championship silver medalist, and she is being challenged by Shandisha Antoine, both of them of the same club, Ricketts PC. So those are the two competitors in the women's triple jump event. Also down to be happening today is the men's long jump. There are 5 competitors in Iangelo Akinstall Daly, Joseph Rami of MVP, Daniel Austin, Damian Williams, and Adrian Riley of Ricketts PC. Those are the competitors in the triple jump. So, next event on the track will be the women's 200 meters. And in this first heat, we have Kashika Cameron, Sabrini Nanda, Sasha Lee Forbes, Tiffany James, Anastasia Lee Roy, Jura Levy, and Kedisha Dallas. And just to tell you the clubs they are representing, Kashika Cameron and Sabrina Nande will be representing MVP, Sasha Lee Forbes of Sprint Tech, Tiffany James of Cameron Blazers, Anastasia Lee Roy of Sprint Tech, Jura Levy of Legacy Athletics, and Kedisha Dallas of MVP. So we throw things over to Nia Oxford.
Thank you, Roger. So we are ready for the section 1. Kashika Cameron, MVP, she's in lane 2. Sarabni Nanda, MVP, she's an Indian international. In lane 4, Sasha Lee Forbes, Sprint Tech. In lane 5, Tiffany James Rose from Cameron Blazers. In lane 6, Anastasia Leroy from Sprint Tech. In lane 7, Jora Levy from Legacy Athletic. And in lane 8, Kedisha Dallas, also from MVP. Lane 1 is empty. Lane 2, well, no, they are there. They went away from their blocks for just a short while. They have been asked to stand up by the starter. The third, well, this is event number 5 of the women's 200 meter dash. 2 sections for this event. Section 2 will see a very big name athlete making her entrance to the 2021 season, Olympic and world champion Shelly Fraser Price. So you don't want to change your dial to miss that one, but we await section 1 first. Tiffany James Rose, she's in lane 5. Anastasia Leroy, seasoned competitor, she's in lane 6. Jora Levy, lane 7. Lane 8, Kedisha Dallas. Lane 2, Kashika Cameron. Lane 3, Srabani Nanda. Cameron and Nanda both from MVP. Forbes from Sprintech. James Rose from Cameron Blazers. Leroy from Sprintech. Levy from Legacy Athletic. And Dallas from MVP. Officials ensuring everything is good and set to go in this event number 5, the women's 200 meters. Lovely sunny conditions here at the National Stadium. You can see the covering of the grandstand just surfacing halfway on the football field here at the stadium. They are in their blocks awaiting the starter now. Well, they're asked to stand up and they have done that. We've had a good turnout here as it regards our performances. Earlier we had the youngsters on the track in the corporate area championships, defending champions Kingston College winning that, defending champions Excelsior winning yet again on the girls side. So we go again, Cameron, Nanda, Forbes, James Rose, Leroy, Levy, and Dallas. They are on their marks yet again. Will we get that clean start now? And they are off. And we look at Tiffany James Rose from lane 5. She has made up ground already from her start. She tries to get by Leroy. Tiffany James Jones is in the, well, it, we're trying to see now. Nanda had the lead. Forbes comes in front now. Nanda will take second, but Forbes with 23.85. She takes it with the win, negative 4.0, but Forbes in first, 23.88.
All right, thank you very much, Neo. And we are here with the men's overall winner, the 400 meters, Jamoy Jackson, 46.85. Jamoy of MVP. Talk to us about that run today.
I just got out the first 100, relax, follow coach instruction and pick up at the first 200, pick up at the 200 and sprint from 130 and I PB'd.
All right, so how you felt throughout the race?
I felt good, you know, my third 400 for the season, improving, yeah, so I feel good.
Okay, what's next for you in terms of your overall preparation into the season?
I'm just going to continue to do what my coach said that I should supposed to do and see what happens here.
What are your overall goals for this year?
My goal for this year is to finish the season with 43.
Okay, and how are you feeling where that is concerned? Are you on track and so on?
Yeah, I feel I'm on track. I'm feeling good.
Tell us a little bit about Jamoy Jackson.
Jamoy Jackson, I'm very confident about myself. I train hard work equals success. So that's me.
In terms of final thing you want to say to the fans out there in track and field?
Just don't give up on a dream, work hard, and I shall reap success.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man, Jamoy Jackson there, and he is the overall winner, the men's 400 meters, and you just heard it from him. His intention is to produce a big one this year. So the next event to come will be the women's 200 meters section 2, and in a short while we'll have you have that race in its entirety. But just to tell you that the winner of, all right, so it's back to near Oxford.
So we had a false start a while ago, but from lane 1 is Ashley Williams, GC Foster. From lane 2, Ramona Burchell, Sprint Tech. Lane 3, Sada Williams, MVP. Lane 4, Stephanie Ann McPherson, also MVP. And from lane 5, Shelly and Fraser Price from Elite. In lane 6, Rhonda White from Sprint Tech. In lane 7, Tovia Jenkins, also of Sprint Tech. And in lane 8, Brianna Liston from Zylac. From our point of view, we have lane 1, we have lane 2. I'm not sure that we have lane 3, so there's no Sadia Williams from where I am. So Sadia Williams is missing from this one. But then we have Stephanie McPherson. She's there. Shelly and Fraser Price, the reigning world champion. She's also there. Rhonda White is there. Tovia Jenkins is there. And Brianna Liston is there. They are in the set position and they are off, and you have to look nowhere else from lane 5 to Shelly and Fraser Price. Here she is. She comes around the bend. She has a lead just about 5 meters or so. Well, they're gaining on her now on her inside, Stephanie and McPherson. But here comes Shelly and Fraser Price, calm and collective. McPherson and White tries to catch up, but Shelly and Fraser Price 23.20. That's her season opener here at the National Stadium. Negative wind of 1.60 meters per second. 23.19 is Shelly and Fraser Price's time rounded off. So Williams Fraser Price takes second. Takes first. McPherson takes second, 23.47, and White in third, 23.49.
All right, thank you very much, and welcome back here. So you just heard it there, Shelley and Fraser, and just seen it as well. And most of the athletes, as after they finish the event, they just make their move right off the field, and they are not speaking with us at all after they finish their race. And maybe that's just part of the overall requirements here that the athletes, as they finish their race, they should just, make their exit from the stadium right away. And I suspect that is the main thing that is happening right now. So Shelley and Fraser Price there winning that event, the women's 200 meters. And of course, the men's event will be coming up in a short while. And we'll be having 3 events for that race, the men's 200 meters. And we have 3 sections. We have Mazina Barrett, Andre Dakers, Kevin Stone, Michael Sharp, Junior Grant, and Nishon Ebanks, as well as Owain Russell of Racers in section 1. In section 2, we have Javon White, Michael Campbell, Akani Slater, Romario Williams, Julian Fort, Zarnell Hughes, Andrew Fisher, and Kishon Thompson in lane 8. And in section 3, we have Samuel Smith, Odin McPherson, Javon Minzy, along with Oblique Seville, Anthony Carpenter, Miguel Francis, Michael Bentley, and Javoy Tucker. Over to Neil.
So it is section 1 of the men's 200-meter dash. Mazina Barrett, Yui Mona is in lane 2. Andre Dakers from lane 3, GC Foster. Kevin Stone from lane 4 from Racers. Michael Sharp is in lane 5. Junior Grant is in lane 6. Both athletes from GC Foster. And Nishan Ebanks, he is in lane 7 from the MVP, while Owain Russell is in lane 8 from Racers. Another false start to start section 1 of event number 6, the men 200-meter dash. We'll try to see what color flag is given or what color card is given. So there's no lane 1 here, but with that said, all other lanes are occupied. So Barrett is in lane 2, Dakers is in lane 3, Stone is in lane 4, Sharp in lane 5, Grant in lane 6, Banks in lane 7, and Russell is in lane 8. No color card issued to anyone in the field, so normally there's the red if you've false started, there's the yellow, and then there is the green. Yellow and green means you get to go again. However, that red card means disqualification. So they are placed on their marks yet again. Barrett, Dakers, Stone, Sharp, Grant, Ebanks, and Russell. three athletes from GC Foster, one from Mona, two from Racers, one from MVP. They are on their marks again. The set position, and they are off now, and it looks to be Banks from lane 7. He's gotten himself a good start. He comes around the bend. He's challenged inside by Grant and Sharp. And as I said that, here comes Michael Sharp now from lane 5, but on his inside is Kevin Stone. It's Sharp and Kevin Stone. Sharp should take it. Second will go to Grant, and Stone grabs third from inside. 21.76 is the flash time for Michael Sharp. 21.76, a wind speed of negative 3.8 meters. Grant in second, 21.83, and Stone in third, 21.90.
All right. Thank you very much there, Neil Oxford. So Sharp winning the event. And that is the first section of the men's 200 meters, 21.76. Grant in second. And that is the placing of the men's first 200 meters here at the Velocity Fest, here at the National Stadium. So we just had a world leading jump from Shanika Ricketts at the women's triple jump pit area of 14.63 meters. So that's a world leading mark here at the Velocity Fest here in Jamaica from Shanika Ricketts. Of course, she is the world championship silver medalist, having attained that silver medal in Doha, Qatar in 2019. And of course, she'll be aiming to go one better at the Olympics this year. And of course, she will be competing again against the likes of Roja of Venezuela, the reigning world champion. And that's going to be some good competition there, I can guarantee you that. So she's still jumping, trying to see if she can better that mark. Shanika Ricketts. And she is the reigning silver medalist, as we said. We will have a quick chat with Michael Sharp, the winner of the first section, the men's 200 meters, in a short while, but we hand over back to Neil Oxford.
So section 2, White from GC Foster in lane 1, Campbell in lane 2, MVP, Slaughter in lane 3, GC Foster, Williams in lane 4, Sprint Tech, Fort in lane 5, MVP, Hughes in lane 6, Racers in lane 7, Fisher, Sprint Tech in lane 8, Thompson, MVP around the bend already. Darnell Hughes is out, but Romario Williams from lane 4 from Sprint Tech, he takes it. 21.28 for Romario Williams. Wind speed negative 0.370. So Williams in first, 21.28. Fisher in second, 21.97. And Slaughter in third, 21.99.
All right, thank you very much, Neil. We are back here now with Michael Sharp of GC Foster College. He won the first section of the men's 200 meters. Take us quickly through that race, Michael.
It was a very good race. And I'm feeling a little bit of pain in my knee. I think I did fairly well.
Where are you in terms of your preparation this year so far?
Just a little bit of injuries. So I'm going to take care of that injury. Come back better.
Okay, what's your goal for this year?
Trying to make the Olympic team. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much for speaking to me. Catch your breath.
All right, thank you.
All right, Michael Sharp there, the first section winner, the men's 200 meters. And the second section will come up in a short while. And we have Javon White of GC Foster College. And of course, we will be handing over to Neil Oxford yet again for the completion of this race.
So we go to section 3. In lane 1, it is Samuel Smith from MVP. Lane 2, O'Dane McPherson from GC Foster. Lane 3, Javon Minzy from Titans. Lane 4, Oblique Seville from Racers. Lane 5, Anthony Carpenter from Legacy Athletics. In lane 6, it's Miguel Francis from Racers. In lane 7, Michael Bentley, also from Legacy Athletic. And in lane 8, it is Javoy Tucker from MVP. The last section of 3 in the men's 200 meters. They are in their blocks as we await the starter. In set position. Clean start. First time of asking here in section 3 as we come around the curve now. Very small from lane 4. It is Oblique Seville. He has a nice and calm lead on his outside. It is Javoy Tucker who is trying to catch up. He should take second. Well, that is actually Michael Bentley who took second. 21.01 is the flash time. 21.03 with a negative wind of 3.3 meters. Bentley takes second. 21.45 while Carpenter takes third. 21.69.
All right, thank you very much, Neil. We are here with Romario Williams. He won the second section a short while ago. Romario, take us through that race.
It was a pretty excellent race. It was really a stiff race because of the wind, but the execution was all right for me.
In terms of where you are in your preparations, talk to us about that.
Um, my preparation for me is just a race at a time. My preparation so far is really excellent. Coach working with me, staff working with me. Everything is excellent so far.
What are some of your goals this year, though?
As I said, for me, it's every race, one at a race at a time. First, where it really is. From there, take it to the Olympics.
Any final thing you want to say to your fans out there in track and field?
I would like to say, I want you guys to look out for Romar Williams because I'm aiming to be one of the big men in track and field.
Respect, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Romario Williams there, and he was the winner of the second section of the men's 200 meters, and there you have the completion of the men's 200 meters. Oblique Civil just winning a short while ago, and of course, you know, Oblique Civil was the last 100 meters champion at the boys champs 2 years ago. Of course, there was no champs last year, and of course, you know, he's now on to seniorhood and he is representing the Racers Track Club. So Oblique Civil there winning that event ahead of Javon Minzy of Titans. So one to watch, Oblique Civil of the Racers Track Club. So still on the triple jump runway is the women's triple jump. I gather that now that is Shanika Ricketts. She's competing, still trying to better her world leading mark of 14.63 attained earlier. So good to know that this track meet here, the Velocity Fest, is producing world leading marks and world leading times. And of course, this will be a major part of the newspapers in the morning in terms of the results here at the Velocity Fest. Just before the Velocity Fest today, though, it was the corporate area development track and field meet. And it was a close battle on the boys' side between Kingston College and Jamaica College. And on the girls' side, it was Excelsior and Wolmer's. And in the end, it appears that Kingston College held off the challenge of Jamaica College, 442 points to Jamaica College, 422. That was after the 4x400 meters, the final event. Of course, they were still awaiting on the pole vault result. But based on what has happened, it appears that Kingston College held off the challenge of Jamaica College to retain their corporate area boys title at the corporate area Anthric Digital Development Meet. And Excelsior, they also retained their title. They really put out a good show to hold off the challenge of Woolmer's girls earlier in the corporate area championships. Of course, next week there'll be the central champs as well as the western champs. And of course, these are all meets that are geared towards qualifying athletes to the big one, the ISA Boys and Girls Athletics Championships. So the winners here will receive automatic buys into the championships, that the Boys and Girls Athletics Championships. Of course, this is one of 4. So, they'll be finding out all the qualifiers for the Boys and Girls Champs a week prior to the event on April 27. Some big runs today. Javon Blake of Jamaica College, he really performed well. He took the 800 meters, 1500 meters class 1 double. And at Jamaica College, in fact, they swept all the middle distance events, the 800 meters and the 400 meters, some of them in Quinella fashion, but still not enough to hold off the challenge of defending champion Kingston College as they retain their title. And this could very well be an indicator as to what is to come at the Boys Championships. Excelsior, of course, they have been the dominant Kingston side over the past 4 years or so, the dominant girls side in Kingston, and they retain their title. Of course, when it comes to the big one, the big champs, of course, the battle will no doubt be up there between the defending champions, Edenallen High, the Homewood Highs, the Hydel High, who have been knocking on the door over the past few years or so. And word on the street is that they will be coming guns blazing to retain the girls' championship, to win our first girls' championships, rather.
Rudy's London, authentic Jamaican restaurant, right here in your backyard. Find us at 50 Stoke Newington Road, NW16 5XB. For reservations, visit www.rudyslondon.com or call us on 0207 249 9930. Rudy's London.
We feel better having you around the party.
So welcome back. It's time for event number 7, the men 110-meter hurdles. Norman Petersgill, MVP. Rashid Brombell, MVP. Lloyd Facey, MVP. They are off. Rashid Brombell from late 4. He has full control of this one. In second seems to be Norman Petersgill, but Rashid Brombell, 13.71. Very demanding run by him to take that one. So Broadbell 13.71, Petersgill 14.55, and Facey in third 14.82.
All right, thank you very much, Neo, and welcome back here at the track side. Hmm? Rashid Broadbell, winner of the men's 110-meter hurdles. Greetings, sir. How was that race for you today?
Well, today I came out here to try and lower my season open last week, but I didn't get it. Well, probably because I did execute the in between of the race. But I guess whenever I come out again, back to the drawing board and get it better.
What about the race, through the race, though?
Well, coming out of the blocks, it kind of feel a little low, but as I gradually build up, I feel like I was floating, but I tried to get it down as I come down the track.
What's next for you, and talk to us about your goals this year?
Well, for this year, I'd like to try and make the team and get a massive personal best. Yeah.
What do you like to tell your fans in terms of track and field circle? What can they expect from you overall?
Well, for me, it's on the day, so I don't really talk about everything, but on the day, should expect great things.
Rashid Broadwell, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
All right, so that was the men's 110-meter hurdles winner here at the Velocity Fest, and that's just a one event. And they heard it there from the winner himself, Mr. Broadbell, Rashid Broadbell, 13.71 seconds. Norman Petersgill of MVP second, 14.55. And Floyd Facey, 14.82. So the women's triple jump, we see Shanika Ricketts a short while ago making another attempt to go one better. But what we are certain about is that she has so far thrown down the gauntlet in terms of a world leading jump of 14.63 meters. And I am not certain if she'll be coming back out, but let's just wait and see. The next event will be in the field as well. It's the men's long jump. And in that event, we have the likes of Iangelo Akinstall Daly of Ricketts VC, Joseph Rami of MVP, Daniel Austin also of MVP, Doman Williams, and Adrian Riley, both of Ricketts PC. Of course, Ricketts VC is also the home base of Shanika Ricketts. So, high jump men currently on the way. 2.15 meters is the current height. Shane Wilson of GC Foster and Raymond Richards of MVP. Those are the two men at 2.15 meters in the men's high jump. Samantha Hall as well, we heard a short while ago, she had a big throw of 57 meters in the women's triple jump, which is not the women's triple jump rather, I'm sorry, but the women's discus. And that is still underway. The men's long jump will be coming up as well in a short while. And then they are closing out with the 100 meters for both men and women. So, two sections in the women's 100 meters. And we'll tell you the names in a short while. And just to tell you that the women's 100 meters lane draw to come in a short while. And just to tell you as well that the final event to come will also have some big names to compete. Um, but we throw things over to Neil Oxford to take it from here in regards to the lane draws of the men's 100 meter.
So we move into event number 9, the women 100-meter dash. In lane 2, we have Kristen Lindlaw from MVP. In lane 3, just 16 years of age, Tia Clayton from Edwin Allen. In lane 4, not sure that we'll see her as she just ran earlier, Jore Levy, Legacy Athletics. In lane 5, it's Tia Clayton's sister, Tina Clayton, also 16 years of age, from Edwin Allen. In lane 6, Grizel Scarlett from MVP. In lane 7, Tony and Lindsay from GC Foster. So lane 1 is vacant. Lane 8 is also vacant. We look and see that the lane which should have had Jora Levy, lane 4, that is also absent. So from lane 2, Kristen Lidlaw, lane 3, Tia Clayton, lane 5, Tina Clayton, lane 6, Grizel Scarlett, and in lane 7, Tony and Lindsay. Only seen 4 athletes out there, though. I think lane 7, Tony and Lindsay might not be present. I know I see lane 2, lane 3 is there, lane 5 is there, and yes, lane 6. So no Tony and Lindsay and no Jora Levy. Many will be waiting to see the times that the twins can put on the board. Just 16 years of age. So it's Lidlaw, Clayton, Clayton, and Scarlett. They are in their blocks, awaiting the starter in the set position, and they are off. A clean start from Tia Clayton from lane 3. She's going like it's a stroll in the park, but here comes her sister Tina Clayton from lane 5. So Tina Clayton will take it from lane 5. Tia Clayton takes it, is second in lane 3. 11.63 is the flash time. 11.64 rounded off. So Tina Clayton 11.64, Tia Clayton 11.85, and Scarlett 11 point, well, not seeing that on the board. The board just moved away from us quickly. So Scarlett 12.08 in third, a wind speed negative 3.2 meters.
All right, thank you very much. We have the second of the twin sisters. We have Tia. Tia, take us through that run a short while ago.
Well, it was amazing, but that was what I expected.
How you felt coming through the race?
Well, I felt very great.
What's your overall goals for this year for your school and your overall development this year?
Oh, my goal is to break the 100-meter record and to give my school the points that it was for jumps.
Thank you very much. All the best.
You're welcome.
Tia Clayton there. She was second. Let's now have a chat now with Tina. Hi Tina, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Talk us through that race.
Well, I coming out here knowing that I'm not a very good starter, I'm grateful that I got a good start. And I came out here and execute the race well.
All right, talk us through the race. How you felt right through?
Well, I felt great. Hmm, I felt really great running. But it was a very strong wind. But I'm grateful that I come out here and run a time.
What's your overall goal this year?
Well, my goal is to just make the champs team. Anything come after that, only God knows what will happen.
All right, all the best.
Thank you.
So you just heard it from the twin sisters, Tina and Tia, 1-2 in the first section of the women's 100 meters.
So we move to section 2 of event number 9. the women 100-meter dash. So section 2 sees Mikhail Moody from MVP in lane 2, Ashanti Moore in lane 3, Adidas, lane 4, Shimaria Williams Elite, lane 5, Natasha Morrison from MVP, in lane 6, Jodine Williams from Racers, and in lane 7, Shante Allison from GC Foster. So we have 6 athletes on our sheet. We look to see if there are 6 athletes behind blocks. Lane 7 is there, lane 6 is there, 5 is there, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, well, didn't have a lane 1, but there is a lane 1 here. So that's not on the heat sheet that we have here. But I can give you what we do have. There's Moody from MVP, Moore from Adidas, Williams from Elite Pref, Morrison from MVP, Williams from Racers, and Allison from GC Foster. So we head to the starter. I was trying to find out who was in lane 1. But we also have a lane 8 now. So we have 2 athletes that we are not aware of. Let's listen to the public announcer. So there is a lane 1. So Jura Levy, who was in, should be in the last race, is here now. So Jura Levy from Legacy is in lane 1. Still not getting who is in lane 8, but there is a lane 8. There is a lane 8, so some confusion at the starting line. So lane 1 is Jura Levy, Mikael Moody is in lane 2, Ashanti Moore is in lane 3, Shimaria Williams is in lane 4, Natasha Morrison is in lane 5, Jodine Williams in lane 6, Shanti Allison is in lane 7. There is an athlete behind lane 8. We will still try to receive a name. Full field here at the National Stadium. All 8. Tony and Lindsay. So Tony and Lindsay from GC Foster, she was in section 1. She moves to section 2. So Jora Levy, who was in section 1, is in section 2 now. And Tony and Lindsay from GC Foster, who was in section 1, is in section 2 now. Could you think that they might have been afraid of the twins? Why they decided to come to section 2? Well, let's see what happens here in section 2. So Jora Levy in lane 1, Moody in lane 2, Moore in lane 3, Williams in lane 4, Morrison in lane 5, Williams in lane 6, Allison in lane 7, and Lindsay in lane 8. Over to the starter as the evening breeze and shadows come on the National Stadium. They are off on the first start. From in the inside, it looks to be Shimaria Williams. She's challenged by Natasha Morrison, but Natasha Morrison will come down to the line. Morrison takes it on the line. 11.44 is the flash time. Ashanti Moore will take second from our point of view, but I'm sure the winner is Morrison. Yes, it is Morrison, 11.42. Williams takes second, 11.45. The wind speed, negative 1.60. So Natasha Morrison wins that one, coming from MVP with a time of 11.42. Williams in second, 11.45. That's Shamira Williams, 11.45. Ashanti Moore taking third, 11.59.
All right, thank you very much, Neo. So, Natasha Morrison winning the event in 11.42 seconds. And that would have been the second and final section for the women's 100 meters, and we are now down to the men's event, and it will be three sections, and three sections. The Washington Brown, Kareem Small, Akeem Williams of UA. So let's start over. It's Washington Brown of GC Foster, Kareem Small of MVP, Akeem Williams of UA, Samuel Rowe of Ricketts, Jalen Diet of MVP, Odario Phillips of UA Mona, and Wayne Gordon of Racers. Those are the competitors in the first section of the men's 100 meters. So I still think that Shanika Ricketts is trying to better her mark in the women's triple jump. Of course, you know, earlier we said she had a world leading mark of 14.63 meters, and you know, the best jump in the world so far this year. And of course, as we said earlier, the high jump was currently on the way, and the battle was on in the event. The bar was raised to 2.15 meters, and it was Raymond Richards and Raymond and Horatio Humphrey, the competitors in that event, and that is still on the way. One of the competitors cleared the mark, so they are still finishing up over there at the men's high jump. Also finishing up is the women's discus throw, and we know that Samantha Hall, she had a throw of 57 meters, which was been a very big jump so far in terms of this throw for the year here in Kingston, Jamaica. We'll have the official results for you in a short while. And just to tell you that the Clayton sisters, they ran 11.64 seconds and 11.85 in their section of the women's 100 meters. And of course, you just saw Natasha Morrison running 11.44 in winning section 2 of the women's 100 meters. So the men's event will be the final event on track today here at the Velocity Fest. And as we said, we have Washington Brown, we have Kareem Small of MVP, we have Akeem Williams of UA Mona, Samuel Rowe of Ricketts, Jalen Diet of MVP, Odaria Phillips of UA Mona, and Wayne Gordon of Racers.
So we move into the final event of today's proceedings, which has three sections. Event number 10, the men 100-meter dash. There is a lane 2, Washington Brown from GC Foster. Lane 3 is empty. Lane 4 sees Akeem Williams from the UM owner. Lane 5 is empty. Lane 6, Jalen Diet from MVP. Lane 7, Odario Phillips from UM Mona. And there is no lane 8, so it's 2, 4, 6, 7. In lane 2 again, Kareem Small. In lane 4, in lane 2, Washington Brown. In lane 4, Akeem Williams. In lane 6, Jalen Diet. And in lane 7, Odario Phillips. Mona having two athletes in this event, one from GC Foster and one from MVP. They are on their marks, awaiting the start. So only 4 competitors in this event. Lane 2, Brown. Lane 4, Williams. Lane 6, Diet. Lane 7, Phillips. And they are off. From UA Mona, Akeem Williams gets a good start. It looks to be the 2 athletes from UA to first and second. So Williams takes it in first, and Odario Phillips in second. 10.88 is the rounded off time. Not seeing a wind speed. Phillips in second, 10.99. So not a bad run from the 2 UA athletes, and Diet in third, while Brown took fourth with 11.25. So Akeem Williams from Mona, 10.88. in first, while Odaria Phillips, also from UEMONA, in second, 10.99, and Diet, 11.23.
All right, so thank you very much there, Neil Oxford. So there you have it, the winner of the event, Akeem Williams of UEMONA, ahead of Jalen Dialet, also of MVP, 10.88, the winning time there for Williams of UEMONA. So just to tell you that a number of clubs have been established over the past couple of years, UEMONA being one of them, but UEMONA also houses the Racers Track Club and some other track clubs as well. Recently, we have the establishment of the Legacy Track and Field Club. Of course, it's based up there at Calabar High School, where you don't have to be a Calabar High School student to be a part of the Legacy Track Club. Of course, there's Sprintech, that is based over GC Foster College. There is Cameron Blazers, run by the first world 400 meters champion back in 1983, Bertland Cameron, a coach for a number of years. And of course, he is on his way to establishing Cameron Blazers into a very popular club. A number of top athletes have decided to make the trek over with Cameron, over there at Cameron Blazers. So quite a few track clubs have been established. Of course, there's a Racers Track Club. Of course, you know, the home of the former world or the reigning world record holder, now retired Usain Bolt. And of course, there's the MVP, one of the top track clubs anywhere in the world, you know, hosting a number of world and Olympic champions. Of course, you just saw earlier the reigning four-time world champion, Shelly Fraser Price, winning the 200 meters shortly, a short while ago. And she, of course, would have gotten off her outdoor season. But we head across to near Oxford for the second section of the men's 100 meters.
So from a race with 4, we move to a race with 8. Blake in 1 from Titans, Gale in 2 from MVP. Well, there is a false start, so we can go through the lane draw properly. So in lane 1, Akeem Blake from Titans. In lane 2, Tajay Gale from MVP. Lane 3, Javan Rollins from GC Foster. In lane 4, Ramon Barneswell from MVP. Lane 6, Rich Mail Miller from Racers. Lane 7, Chaddick Hines from Sprintech. While in lane 8, Kemar Green from Elite Performance. Well, I said there were 8, but lane 5, Edward Clark from Legacy Athletics has failed to show for his event. So Blake is in lane 1, Gale is in lane 2, Rollins in lane 3, Branswell in lane 4, Miller in lane 6, Hines in 7, and Green in 8. Despite the false start, green card shown, all 7 starters remain. All eyes are on the starter. Cool conditions here at the National Stadium now. A lovely breeze blowing across. They are in the set position and they are off now. And we try to zoom in on who it might be. We look to lane 2 where Tajay Gale is. Tajay Gale is gliding to victory. 10.70. Tajay Gale from lane 2, 10.70. Akeem Blake might be in second. We look to see if that is the case. Well, Gale is in first, 10.70. Blake in second, 10.75. Branswell in third, 10.91. The wind speed, negative 2.9 meters. So the final event of today's proceeding from well, section 3, the final event today and the final event in event number 10. We see in lane 1 Kadrian Golson from GC Foster, in lane 2 Nigel Ellis from MVP, lane 3 Emmanuel Caldana from Swept, lane 4 O'Shane Bailey Sprint Tech, lane 5 Nesta Carter MVP, lane 6 Brendan Rodney Sprint Tech, lane 7 Tyreek Wilson from Legacy Athletics, and in lane 8 Makish Compton from GC Foster. There is no lane 2, so Nigel Ellis fails to show for his event, which gives us 7 competitors in this, the final event of this Velocity Fest here on Stride TV. So Golson in lane 1, Caldana in lane 3, Bailey in lane 4, Carter in lane 5, Rodney in lane 6, Tyreek Wilson, formerly of Calabar, he's in lane 7, and Makish Compton, he's in lane 8. They are off now, and there is a false start. Might be coming from lane 4, O'Shane Bailey. He was off like a bullet. O'Shane Bailey seems to be the smallest individual in this line of athletes. Nesta Carter is also out there. He's in lane 5. Seasoned competitor is Nesta Carter. 35 years of age now. So let's see the color card that comes out. Not seeing any at all as we await this final event yet again. Kadrian Golson in lane 1. Emmanuel Calendar in lane 3, O'Shane Bailey in lane 4, Nesta Carter in lane 5, Brendan Rodney in lane 6, Tyreek Wilson in lane 7, the youngest competitor at 20 years of age, and in lane 8, Makish Compton from GC Foster. They're set on their marks again. Hopefully we can get a clean start here for the second time going. They are in their blocks in the set position, and they are off now. You have to look at O'Shane Bailey yet again. He's driving. Beside him is Nesta Carter, but O'Shane Bailey seems smooth for this one. Nesta Carter will take second, but 10.41 the flash time for O'Shane Bailey. Nesta Carter takes second, is rounded off to 10.41. Nesta Carter takes second, 10.51, and Rodney is in third, 10.68. What a run by O'Shane Bailey. He got the bullet start when the race had a false start, and he came back with a bullet start again to 10.41, a wind speed of negative 1.80 meters per second. So that was the final event of the day, and what a way to close it off. O'Shane Bailey, 10.41, and right behind him, Nesta Carter, 10.51. And Rodney in third, 10.68.
All right, thank you very much, Neo Oxford. So that was the completion of the men's 100 meters. Of course, you just saw O'Shane Bailey, the former national champion over 100 meters, winning that final section. And the flash time then was 10.44 seconds. And we are waiting to see the official time to come. We'll try to have a quick word with O'Shane Bailey. And let's see if he'll get him right now. You know, still trying to catch his breath or so. Still catching his breath after that good run, good outing for him. Ready? All right, speaking now with O'Shane Bailey. O'Shane, take us through that race.
Well, pretty good race. I execute Well, I execute the race to how I wanted today.
Talk to us on how have your preparations been going along so far this year.
Well, it's going good so far. No injury, no nigglings. So I'm getting there, one step at a time.
All right, you have been one of those athletes, like most athletes, would have been affected over the past couple of years in terms of months, in terms of the whole pandemic and so on. How has that affected your overall preparation?
Well, not too bad, So I just have a change of mind. So you have to just come and just run through it and just train through it. So just one of those days.
How you felt that track and field was finally gotten the green light?
Well, pretty good, pretty good. I've been training, waiting on this day for me to start, and it starts. So I feel pretty good right now.
What are your expectations in terms of your overall preparations this year?
Well, my main goal is to make the Olympic team. That's my #1 goal. I'll take it from there.
Of course, you have a couple months to the Olympics, so will you be gradually heading towards that?
Well, time will tell. Time will tell.
What's next for you?
Well, I don't know what yet.
All the best, O'Shane.
All right, thanks.
O'Shane Bailey there, you just won the 100 meters final section here at the Velocity Fest here at the National Stadium. And that was a completion of the event today. And of course, it was a wonderful day. It started off with the Corporate Area Development Track and Field Championships. The event won by Kingston College. Of course, Kingston College, they held off the challenge of Jamaica College on the boys' side, while on the girls' side, Excelsior held off the challenge of Woolmer's Girls for that girls title. So that's our coverage here at the Velocity Fest here in Kingston. On behalf of the entire crew, this is Roger Haspel for the final time. Turn it back to Master Controls.
There's a new you, ready to make a real change for 2021, and Peaberry Institute is just the place for you. At PBI, you can study nursing, medical assisting, and even become a home health aide. Short programs, flexible schedules, on-campus labs, superb student support services, caring faculty and staff. Bottom line, we care about you. Come, check us out. Financial aid available to those that qualify.
Rudy's London, authentic Jamaican restaurant, right here in your backyard. Find us at 50 Stoke Newington Road, NW16 5XB. For reservations, visit www.rudyslondon.com or call us on 0207 249 9930. Rudy's London.